While the iconic London tourist attractions are great to visit, it's great to mix it up with the local side of the city. So here's 7 non-touristy things to do in London. Located in a very non-touristy area, off the beaten tourist track, head to Walthamstow. This is where you'll find God's own junkyard, and it's basically a graveyard of neon signs. It's a 12-minute walk from Walthamstow station, and it's great for those who love Instagram. If you want to do something else as well, there is a great brewery next door and a gin distillery. It is really cool. I do have one of my favorite photos I've ever taken there, and you can see that on my website. I never thought I'd be recommending a former sewage pumping station, but the Crossness pumping station is a beautiful piece of architecture. It was originally given the green light to be built in 1858 and then was decommissioned in 1958. 26 years after it was decommissioned, a preservation group decided to restore it to its former glory. The people who are volunteers, I would say most of them are retirees. They are so knowledgeable and passionate about restoring this. It's just so wonderful walking around and talking to them and just seeing all the work and effort that they've put in. There is quite a lot of things to do in Crystal Palace Park. They have a maze, they have a farm. It's a great place to have a picnic during the summer, and you can also visit the foundations of the Crystal Palace, which was moved here from Hyde Park in the Great Exhibition to Crystal Palace, and that's how it's got its name. And there is a free museum that explains what happened to the Crystal Palace and why it's no longer there. Located in Crystal Palace Park is the first attempt to model dinosaurs off fossils. These were built in 1853 to 1855, and they are Grade 1 listed historic monuments. This does mean that some of them are wildly inaccurate, so do check out the signs to see what they're meant to look like and history about them. Most of you have heard of Kew Gardens, and if you want to know more about it, it's popping up in the card now. But the second biggest conservatory in London is located in the Barbican Centre. This is a great place to walk around and explore. It is a free activity to do in London, so if you're trying to save some money, then this is definitely a cool place to go. On a Sunday, they will do a free tour which covers the history and hidden secrets of the conservatory, so you can go on their website to book. They also do a unique afternoon tea with a selection of handmade cakes and savouries, which is inspired by the fruit and flowers and herbs grown in the conservatory. Now you'll know the most common panoramic views of London. Ones like the Shard and Sky Garden and Duck and Waffle, which are all fantastic places to visit, and I've even done a video on the Sky Garden. If you want perfect views of St. Paul's Cathedral, then I recommend heading to One New Change. All you need to do is go to the elevator and go to the rooftop, and there you'll get the panoramic views of the cathedral. There is a fancy bar up there called Madison, so sometimes there will be security guards at the lift. If you're just going to the rooftop, don't have to worry about the dress code or anything like that, and they'll let you straight up. After all, it is a free view. But if you do want to go to the bar, do double check what dress code it is for that time of day, because they can be quite strict. My second recommendation for rooftop bars is to go to Peckham, where you'll find the Bussey building and Peckham levels. On both of the rooftops, you will get perfect panoramic views of the city, as well as enjoying some great cocktails and drinks. Food markets are such a popular thing to do in London, and on everybody's list is always Borough Markets and Brick Lane Markets. But there are so many other food markets that you can explore. The first one that I would recommend is Whitecross Street Market. This is a market only open Monday to Friday during lunch hours, and it's where all the workers go to get food from food trucks and just kind of enjoy their lunch hour. Two Brewers, which is a pub just located at the end of the market. You can take your food there as long as you buy a drink in the pub. Or alternatively, if it's a nice sunny day, there are some parks around the area and you can just chill in the park enjoying your lovely lunch. The second market I'm going to recommend is Broadway Market, which is located in Victoria Street in Hackney. This is open on Saturdays and you can find everything from food stores to gift stores to just cafes and restaurants. It really does come alive. There's live music and lots to eat and do in the area, so it's a great way to spend your Saturday.
I need me a car, I need me a car, I need me a car.
The street art community put together a project called Spray Exhibition 20, which is located in Penge and Annerley. Across the neighbourhoods, you can see over 120 artworks displayed here, and it's a great alternative to Shoreditch if you want to see something different in the street art world. If you are in Penge and hunting for street art, then I recommend coming to Southie. It's a great microbrewery in the area, which is just located off Southie Street down the alleyway. For more London travel inspiration from a local, then I have a guide on the Mount Vineyard, which is a perfect day trip from London, and also Columbia Flower Road Market, which is another one of my favorite markets to see in London. There's just so many. I will see you next Tuesday. Thank you for watching.